So I have a quick technique that can help you bring awareness into your body, your being. Bear with me here. Your being is already awareness, but I think sometimes a lot of us, we detach without realizing that we do. And this happened to me for a very long time. And I think that as a child, I had some experiences that I didn't really like. And one way for me was to disassociate myself with reality. And because of that, my awareness was a bit detached from my body. So if you've ever experienced that or you're going through this, so this video is for you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just, switch. I'm not making this video for you. So for those who know what I mean, I have a technique that could really help you. And, it's pretty much imagining a light bulb on top of your head or right in the center of your head. Now, do this for a second, a couple of seconds. Close your eyes and imagine there is a light bulb in the center of your head or on top of your head. So once you imagine that light bulb, it's turned on. Now I want you to bring the light focus inside of your body. Now feel the light going through your body. Like it's penetrating, the top of your head and going through your skull and going through your back or your vertebrae, your heart, your organs and stuff like that. Feel that. So, and try as much as you can to, eliminate thoughts. Don't think anything about what's happening as far as the light penetrating you. But don't stay on the light, stay on the light bulb because the generator of that light is the light bulb. Now, that light bulb is awareness. It's consciousness. It is God. Now, your body, right, is what that consciousness and that light bulb is using in order to move through reality. You with me, right? So the light bulb is using that body to move through reality. When you want to feel love, you feel like it's that light bulb generating love through your body. It's not coming from outside. It's coming from you. Okay. You want to experience having money. It's that light bulb that is generating the money, through your body. And then the money appears in your hand. If you want to go to a place, let's say you want to visit Italy, Venice. I've been to Venice and I love Venice. So you imagine that light bulb on top of your head generating that light that takes you to Venice, Italy. You imagine that light bulb through you moving through the streets or getting on those little gondolas, I think they're called, those little boats, sorry if I'm mispronouncing this. If you want to be with your SB, imagine again that light bulb is what's generating that energy, that moment through you having an experience with your SB, whether he's kissing you or making love to you. If you start doing that, I promise you will start feeling the shift. I had to learn to do this, to bring awareness into my body, into my being again, because I didn't realize that I was not inside. My awareness was not truly inside of my body because, I was so focused on the external. I felt, like I said to you, as a child, I disassociated, and I was experiencing everything outside of myself. So whatever somebody said, I internalized it. It was coming from outside to inside instead of coming from inside to outside. And I think a lot of us go through that. So when the bill comes, it's like an attack to you, to your identity, to your being, to your awareness. But when it should be your awareness looking at that external factor and realizing that I can handle this. I can pay for it because everything comes from you. If you're going to generate money, it comes from you, from inside of you, which is generated through that light bulb, that consciousness, that awareness. So this is just for you to say that manifestation is easy once you know how to bring that awareness to yourself, So, well, not bring it to yourself, more like becoming one with it, because you are that awareness. It's just that in a way you're detached from it, right? So I don't care what anybody says. You have to bring that realization to yourself. You have to realize that what I'm saying, okay? And once you realize it and it clicks, and then you know all of a sudden that I am awareness, I am consciousness. So I am that light bulb that once you flash your light onto something, now that thing becomes what you want it to become. And that's how you create. That's how you manifest. Okay. Because we are creators. It's just that we don't know how to, project that energy, project that awareness, onto that which we want to desire or to transform it. So in science or in physics, we talk about the double slit experiment, or, whatever you observe, that, it becomes a particle. I think atoms become a particle, and that particle is matter pretty much once you observe it, and that also can change it through your observation. So imagine your observation being that awareness. So that flashlight that you're projecting onto that object is going to transform before your eyes, and then it becomes either matter or it becomes something else, where it changes, right? And it changes to your desire, to what you want, to experience. So that's pretty much what happened to us. The higher dimensions descended to the lower dimension in order to experience the physical world in that it created. Now, the thing is, like, when people talk about we forget, it's not so much that we forget. It's just like, we were detached in a way from that awareness, and then we have to bring that light bulb into, this body, to connect to this body. That flashlight that I always talk about when I talk about creation is bringing that flashlight onto that thing and keeping it there. Keeping it there. It's like you're working on a car. You're a mechanic, you're working under the car. So you go under the car and it's dark. In order for you to see what you're doing, you need to bring a flashlight, right? Some people, they put it on their head, or the miners, people that mine, right? They have a headlight, like a head flashlight, right? They have it right there so they can see what they're doing. So imagine it like that, right? And once you do that, everything sorts like changing before your eyes, because you are everything and you have everything and you can create everything. You can manifest everything. Okay. So, I hope this really helps you, because, it took me years to really find that out. And it first started actually with Eckhart Tolle when I read his book, A New Earth. And then, he talked about bringing awareness to our bodies and then staying, still, becoming still. And he talked about that stillness is the presence of God, is that awareness. So that's exactly right. Until you give it meaning and purpose, that stillness is the awareness of God, is that flashlight, is that light, is the, consciousness and everything. And it's your being. So anyways, I hope this stays with you. My name is Kathy, and this is the Metaphysical Wolf. Today is the day you are making. Rejoice and be glad in it. Today is the day I'm making. I rejoice and I am glad in it. God bless you. Until next time.